done with Zoe Moon in regards to her calendar. Right. You donated a piece of art for her calendar, and I know a lot of people had some quotes and stuff, and I want to talk to you a little bit more about your writing, too. So I'm going to play this song real quick, guys. It's called The Innocence of a Child, and this song could be found on the latest CD, Waiting for the Sky, your latest project, and I think that that's the most important thing that people can do is you can get that on iTunes, too, guys, if you'd like to, check it out, if you like any of the music you're hearing today, which I can't imagine anybody wouldn't. It's awesome. You can go to iTunes. You can buy the whole CD like I did, or you can buy them individually, however you want to do it. But let's play Innocence of a Child since we were talking about that. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Hold on one second, and here you guys go, and we'll be right back with Richard Grieco.
The innocence of a child holds a place for you and me. The innocence of a child gave us room to breathe. I think of you at night as the mountains scream your name. I think of you during the day as the clouds cry for sail. I pick up the phone like 1,000 times before, but my fingers go numb as I run for the door. It's the innocence of a child holds a place for you and me. The innocence of a child gave us room to breathe. I try to close my eyes, but this feeling's trapped inside. Yeah, I lie awake in bed, think of all the things we said, about the plans we made and the money we tried to save. The way I whispered I love you, the way you said my name. It's the innocence of a child holds a place for you and me. Oh yeah, you and me. It's the innocence of a child gave us room to breathe. It's the innocence of a child. When I think of all the times of wonder, all the simple things we had, just give me another chance, and I'll take you to the promised land. the innocence of a child holds a place for you and me. Oh yeah, you and me. The innocence of a child gave us room to breathe. The innocence of a child. The innocence of a child.
I love that song. I think that song is so beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, like I said, I really resonated with that song a lot. It was just, the message is so cool. Hey, I want to ask you, have you ever had a part, because I haven't seen every single one of your movies and everything you've done, have you ever had a part in any of your series or movies or anything that you had to sing?
Yeah. One of the first things I did here, Rags to Riches, I had to sing What Becomes of the Broken-Hearted. I know. And then, so it was a duet. And then I sang on a marker, the series I had, Marker, I sang on that show. I sang Please Let It Rain.
Yeah, so, that's great. That's great.
And I did that with, because the guy I work with, John Sinclair, does most of the music, and actually all the music on most of the stuff, so he did the piano on that and did a real good job with that.
That's awesome. Yeah, the piano in that is really nice. And it is Waiting for the Sky to Fall.
Yeah.
As somebody typed into the chat room, I knew that. I did, it's
Did you
funny.
find out the email address?
My listeners correct me all the time. Let me tell you. Yeah, we posted your website into the chat room and your other site too. Yes. And also, you're on Facebook, and you have your oh yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Twitter. It's really confusing to me because I saw there was one Twitter that somebody kind of hijacked your name or whatever. Yeah, I know people, that happens all the time. Which are your official Twitters? The one that says Richard Grieco official, the one with your website picture?
No, the official Twitter is the one with the picture of me with
were you leaning over with the
leaning
jeans?
over? Yeah, leaning over.
Leaning over with the hole in your jeans.
Yeah.
Looking like the bad boy. Okay. And then
that's the
and
one.
What about the other one that is your picture from the website? That Twitter. It says
that Twitter's. Oh, that might be the RG. That might be their official fan site, Twitter.
Yeah, that's what it said. That was the official fan site.
Yeah.
So you have fan sites. I mean, how does it feel for you to know that you have people that? I mean, I did a lot of research, obviously, on a lot of things about you, and found out your passion for sports and your passion for us at being a humanitarian, wanting to help, creating your art, what goes into it, and just talking to you and knowing how you paint stuff, and then about your music, your passion for music. How did the music thing finally come about where you went into the studio and started recording and stuff?
I think it was kind of one of those things where we were playing so much, and we were coming up with so many good things, because I write all the time. I write constantly, and so we were turning these poems and fragments into songs, and it was a very easy transition. And I always think like a song should be, basically words first and then, music later, to make it poignant. But basically what we did was we started putting these poems into songs, and they just kind of really just fell into place, and that's how that got started. And then we went in the studio just to do some demos, and then I released the album just in Europe the first time. Didn't release it here in the United States, and then released it here. So.
Yeah, it's really cool. Where did you play in Europe with all this?
Oh, I toured in Germany, Switzerland, the Netherlands. Where else? Kind of all over Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which was a while ago, and then with a new album and stuff like that, then we'll probably do the same. Probably.
Yeah, I think that's great. And
yeah.
you know, what will the band be called? Do you have a name for your?
Well, everyone that I've been out there that is going to be called Wasteland Park.
Awesome. We talked about that. Yeah, that's great. Someone said in the chat room they love the song "Please Let It Rain." Also, so do I. Yeah, that's a great song.
That's a fun song.
Yeah. On your current album that you're working on right now, the music, and especially the song that we're going to be ending the show with today as time goes by, what are some of the other tracks, I mean, that you have worked on? I mean, you write all your own music, and
I write all my own lyrics, not all the music, because John Sinclair will write a lot of those, and also on that album too, Mark Spiral wrote a lot of the music too. So a lot of things I'll come up with by myself. I'll come up with, keep it simple, stuff like that. Just kind of come up with the verses and stuff like that, and then John will take it, and then we'll collaborate and stuff like that. So.
It's awesome. Where do you guys record out there in L.A. or just all over?
Yeah, just all over. I mean, today you record anywhere, and then when it comes down to recording for real, we'll probably go to a place. You got to go to one place where you get good drum sound for one thing, so you got to get a good room for that. Everything else, as far as guitars and stuff like that, we have a couple studios here that we work out of that kind of are really cool. So I think I got a good vibe.
That's great. LA's got some great things. And I know for you, you have been home a lot more. You basically have lived on location when you filmed so much. I mean, 6 months to 7 months out of your year, right?
Yeah.
So, do you like being home, or do you like traveling?
Well, I love traveling. It's just the painting has kind of taken over my life, and it's almost like I have to do it. It's almost like it's another person up there around here or someplace telling me this is what you need to be doing now, and
I believe that.
Yeah, this is really weird. Because I continue to paint and paint and paint, and that's kind of taking precedent over a lot of stuff right now.
Because I know you tell me sometimes you'll go and you'll paint and you'll just be gone for 2 or 3 days at a time just painting because you're just doing that. How has that affected your acting career and stuff? Do you just kind of like put it in between everything that you're doing?
It's affected it probably in a lot of ways where I won't take as many meetings. I won't, just in the past year and a half, 2 years. But in the new year and stuff like that, I'll start reading more scripts and doing things like that, and kind of balancing. I just think at this point in time with the painting and what I'm doing there's a relevance and importance to it that I'm still trying to figure out, and I just know how it's affected people all over the world. That's the gratification I get, because if I can change someone's life through a piece of artwork, it's just an amazing feeling, and to have them find some solace in that piece that changes their life. So, but movies and stuff. Cats Dancing on Jupiter just premiered like two weeks ago, and that comes out in the next 4 or 5 months, and so. But I still look at movies and stuff like that to do,
that's great. Someone asked in the chat room if you're going to record the song that you did on Gone Country.
Yeah, I am, and the reason why I did Gone Country was just because of my mom. My mom passed away in